Hi there. Welcome to my live. I'm going to be pulling cards for whoever joins me. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, one and all. Yeah, it's a beautiful September evening. Let's pull some tarot cards. Oh, yeah. I'm going to start with a general reading. And if anybody pops in, they're welcome to pop in a question. First, I'm going to do a general reading, channeling the current energies. Whoever ends up joining me, I trust this message is for you. And trust that. Trust that you found this message and you were divinely guided here. If you're wondering what's going on right now with the current energies, I've pulled the Fool card. Yep. Okay. I'm going to reshuffle because that's too general. I have to read for what? Let's do a love reading for Pisces. Because I know Pisces is thinking like that. Hello. Hey, I owe you a reading. Hey, can we get that going? I wanted to talk to you anyways. Yes. And I was just like going to do some kind of general. Okay. I was actually thinking about calling you and I was like, well, I got to get back at my cards first. And I owe you a reading, so why don't we get a reading going for you? That would be fun. I can do it on whatever. Okay. Be fun to do like a split screen live sometime. We should do a split screen live sometime. Just don't know how to do that, but yeah, you probably do. Cool. Okay. What kind of reading you want? Oh, okay. Okay, let's just have some fun. Let's just do like general if you're up for it. It's like really general, really current. How about that? Like general subject matter for like now and yeah, like nowish times, not next 6 months, not the next year, not the next month, just like nowish. 3 cards for Bree kind of thing. Awesome. Cool. Okay, what do we got? Oh, how nice. Dude, the Chariot. And the Two of Pentacles. So this is like you have everything hooked up to go ahead. And the Two of Pentacles, like this card always to me is like, it's like weaving. It's like the weaver. It's like you're weaving into existence. Business type stuff, like having to do with your funds, having to do with what you're putting out there in the world, business wise. And just also that it can be let's see, what's the next card? The High Priestess. I was going to say like the meaning making that you're doing right now. Wow, the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Cups under that. I wonder if there's been a big ending. The High Priestess, this is definitely, so what you're weaving and everything is going ahead. You've already hooked up the cart. You know, you've tuned up your engine. Your car has come back from the shop and it's all tuned up and it's ready to go wherever you want to take it. Like your life is ready to go wherever you want to take it. You've woven a new story. You've woven like some new things into existence to be in the picture, and it looks like that's what it looks like. It looks like you're showing up as the High Priestess, of course, that you are, and that's what you're embodying. But this is what it has taken. Like, it's not come easily. It's like all of these painful lessons, that's what we weave into. It ends up becoming like this deep knowledge that we then use, right? That you can, like, that's how you can help other people. You can't unless you've been there yourself, which you have. And who's this? Knight of Cups. That looks like it looks like you have a little bit of support behind the scenes that is cushioning the blows, cushioning the fall. Like, hopefully this well, I was going to say hopefully this transition isn't too painful, but no, I think the transition has been painful. But these cards are all right side up. Everything is full steam ahead right now, and it looks like you have a very balanced position. You're showing up as in a very balanced position. I like how it's the Two of Pentacles, and then the High Priestess is the two of the major arcana. So it's, it's balanced in between, she's balanced in between the two pillars, which in the traditional deck is Joaquin and Joachim and Boaz, right? Like the black pillar and the white pillar, and the Two of Pentacles is like holding these two different energies, balancing these two different energies of what you are materializing. So you're in the process right now of, look what I've made. Like, I can do this, I can do this, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm bringing things into existence. I've created this, and I've like, these ships are commerce, right? Those are merchant ships, and they show up in the wands a lot. Hi, Kushi. Oh yeah, you can be added for sure. Yeah, so yeah, I was talking about how these ships, whenever I see them come up in the cards, those are merchant ships, which really relates to the Suit of Pentacles. But those ships show up in wands as well, in the 2 and 3, because it's and the 2s are often speak of like a give and take that has to happen. But the High Priestess, I mean, these cards are all showing that this is not even a problem for you. You know exactly what you're doing. You are really balanced right now, and you're coming from a place of power. You're making shit happen, and I think you're grounded in your, you have got these past lessons that were hard won, but you basically spun it into gold. None of that was for naught. You have successfully, you're successfully spinning that into gold right now, and you will be going forward very secure in your position and of your deep knowledge of the occult is going to be serving you well. Like the High Priestess, she just knows stuff. She's in tune with the moon. It's a really fitting card to come up for Clarity Tarot, because it's like, look at the moon here. It's very you being in tune with the moon, literally. and the astral energies, and a keeper of that arcane knowledge. That's a beautiful thing. And it's all because of like work that you've done in the past. Like you tuned up your car, you know, like I think you're taking care of your health as well. That's, you know, pentacles, that's the material, it's commerce, it's merchant, everything, but it's also like our health, our solid, and that's so beautiful. I think, see, that's a great reading. Yay. I love those cards. Yay. Hi, Elani. Hello. Kushi. Am I saying your name right? What is your question? And Elani, you can be next after Kushi. What do you have to ask? I'll be right back. You drop your question, Kushi. I'm just going to get my speaker. I can't find my speaker. I like to listen to the Stanley Brothers when I'm doing lives. In this case, Sharma, I am Gemini. What does my ex Scorpio, AK, think of my success and achievements and how he feels stalking and so in my Instagram profile that is public? Hilarious. Okay. Hi, I am not John. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Let's see here. Okay, Kushi. Let's see. Oh, so he does he? So what, is he just stalking you or? Well, yeah, okay. And so how does he actually feel about you? He's been checking you out. He's been thinking about you, obviously, if he's been stalking your Insta, right? So how does your ex Scorpio, let's see here. For Kushi, what is AK thinking towards Kushi? What is AK thinking towards Kushi? I wonder if there's something good or what. What is AK's deal towards Kushi? Okay. Page of Wands reversed. So in the past, I don't think he was thinking too hard about anything. He just kind of like a kid But the Four of Wands is like the marriage card. This is like a beautiful wedding celebration that's happening. So I think he might be looking at you like you have some sort of like, he could be literally thinking about marrying you. He could be thinking about just celebrating life with you. That is, yeah, kind of crazy. What do you think about that, Kushi? I mean, fours are very stable. He also, I would say, he sees you as stable, but I think he also sees you as like probably pretty awesome. Ooh, but the Three of Swords is showing up, but reversed in the future. So that's could be afraid of heartbreak, you know? He could be wanting to get away from the situation that he's in right now and go towards something more stable. And he might see you as that. He might see you as more fun, as more stable than what he is in or what he's come from. It looks like he has come from maybe some kind of stormy past. Like he has had his heart broken in the past. And he's looking to go right now towards something, more fun, something more stable. I guess he's your ex, so it could be the past between the two of you that he's wanting to leave behind and take the relationship into possibly something better, or it could be something else that he's getting away from his current situation. But with this card in the middle, that's looking really good. I would say that it could be this energy that is the way to get over the broken heart, the sad feelings that have been kind of doing his head in. He wants to, so this is either a rebound situation on his part, where he might want to be working out some of this past hurt. But it could be fun, it could be. There's something to be worked out there, though. There is definitely some past karma. And there is also, this is the card right underneath the other card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Well, there's probably good reason for that, right? There's probably a reason or some reasons for that. The card that's right under the Six of Swords is the Seven of Cups, which is a card of delusions. So just kind of fitting because like what we see on Instagram is like scrolling through Instagram. Thanks. I am not John. It's, we see a lot of things that like speak to our ego, of what, or just speak to our fantasies of what could be, what could possibly happen. Sometimes those thoughts are delusional and they have nothing to do with reality. And that's kind of the nature of scrolling through Instagram anyways, right? So, I mean, it's yet to be determined. I mean, it kind of shows sort of exactly, it's pretty literal of that there was something in the past that didn't work out. But I think he might be thinking that or wishing. But it's all sort of pie in the sky, you know? It's not, there's nothing that looks really concrete about it. If that makes sense. I hope that helps. Alani, you're next. Oh, good, Kushi. I'm glad that makes sense. Alani, you're up. Tony, feelings and actions he will take with me in love. We had a minor love issue to work through. Okay. How's Tony feeling about Alani? Let's see. I'm going to use this deck. How's Tony feeling about Alani? And feelings and actions Alani will take. Tony will take towards Alani. What is Tony up to in regards to Alani? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna say? What is he thinking? Actions and feelings towards Alani. Okay. It feels like he's ready to make an offer to you. I think he's offering like himself. The Page of Pentacles. It's a very real offer. The Three of Cups. Totally. I think he thinks, I think he's up for to have a good time. Like to have a really good time. Like you guys are vibing. You're getting together, like there's maybe somebody else in your friend group that you also hang out with, like besides just you and him, where you guys are just like mixing it up, having a blast, like you're just vibing. Like these are all really good cards. The Seven of Swords in the future. The Seven of Swords is a card of deception, but it's reversed. So it doesn't have the, like, it's going to be deception that is nipped in the bud, I think. Hopefully. I don't see that he's coming at you with any Seven of Swords type energy, and it is reversed. So hopefully that means that any sort of deception that could be happening in the future. And the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck of getting away from something in the present and going toward, this card just came up in the last reading as well. And it always does, in my readings, it always does sort of speak of the person is getting out of some kind of bad situation. Usually, like, even though the Swords is a suit of the mental, it can be like a physically as well, removing yourself from a friend group that is not as fun, that you're not vibing with, and starting to hang out with people that you have more fun with. Yeah, I think maybe this is his fears that of being deceived. I feel like if it would be right side up if it was talking about actual deception that was happening. And swords are always what's going on mentally. So he could be afraid of being deceived in the future, or of having it actually be serious, you know? He might not be into any more than just like fun, but it really looks like I need some clarification here. Tony's feelings towards Elani, will his feelings and actions be? We can get some more clarifiers. Okay, well, Temperance reversed, if that's where the problem is, it's too much, maybe, of the too much partying, right? Like Temperance could be literally like, this is so much fun, but it has to be balanced, right? Like you can't always just be partying and drinking. Ilani, yes, past hurt mental for him. Okay. Oh yes, family. Family in regards to what? I don't know. I'm not sure what I was saying when you commented that. He is in fear of the unknown because his ex cheated on him. That's true. I told him not to worry. Wow. Okay, yeah. And yeah, here again, it shows him being on the defensive, the Seven of Wands. So it's the Seven of Wands reversed. So I think he is afraid of he's afraid of being vulnerable. He's afraid of letting his guard down completely. And yeah, I think he might need to, with the Four of Swords, take his time resting before he gets into something else. But then we have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. So he's going to be coming at you still with, like, he's offering himself, like, offers of love, offers of actually being there, like, physically, offers of, yeah, that seem like, that are really sweet, right? But that, that guardedness could get in the way. And pages is like messages, right? So he's reserved, hide his emotions. Yeah, that guardedness thing is really coming up in the cards so much. So I'm not surprised. And he's come out of, I think if he just, it's like, let him take his time. With 2 pages showing up in the reading, you might be getting, he could be contacting you. He could be texting you. Has he been messaging you? Has he slid into your DMs already? Is he already suggesting that you guys hang out more? So it looks here with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups that he is, but it also, pages can be messages. They can also, it's childlike sort of energy. So it's, there's a playfulness. Okay. Yeah. So there's been messages, but yeah, we'll see. I'm going to get a couple more cards just to see if Tony will get over his defensiveness and be able to just chill sometime soon with this, get back to this Three of Cups energy without all of this defensiveness. Let's see, is Tony going to get over that so that him and Elani can just have a good time continuing into the future? Might be a little much for him right now. Might be a little much for him right now. That's already kind of what it said. So I think he needs to be sure what he's doing. This card coming up, the 10 of Wands, is the feeling is like overburdened, right? And there's like waiting going on with the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. It looks like everything on that is gonna have to kind of be on hold. There's something there. It's just those are his issues, like I said, and I don't see any, like, these are not cards of that there's going to be any action that's going to take this from this moment into the future really soon. I think he needs right now to get into a better space before he is ready to have truly, anything more serious, right? I don't see that happening, like nothing serious, but I see that he's definitely, I think he's putting himself out there with you already, but he's guarded. And I think probably for good reason, right? Like you said, from what happened in the past. I hope that was helpful. I have to be patient with him to want to see me. We haven't physically hugged in 6 days. Well, that's not that long even. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel that. Oh, that's so sweet. Nice. Is it? Hi, Miss Bay. I missed you jumping in there. Are you still here? I think I am not John. I am not John. I don't know if you're just listening or if you would like a reading as well. But Miss Bay has requested a question. And yeah, I'm happy to hear another question. You're so welcome, Melanie. Please come back and let me know what's happening with Tony, what's happening in general. I'd love to hear back. So who's up? Is Bay still there? Or I am not John? Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Yeah. I'm going to get some more water. Right? Totally know that feeling so well. Who is up? Yo, I'm going to get a drink of water. And maybe Bay's not here. Maybe I am not John is not. Maybe I am not John is I am not here, John. Okay, thanks for hanging out, Ilani. Sweet dreams. I don't know if blessings to you as well, my dear. Very much so. Hey, Bree, do you know if these little numbers at the top of the screen, where it says there's 2 people here, is that right? Because I don't know. The last time I did a live, it wasn't necessarily correct. Yeah. So you can't tell who's here, right? Yeah, it's never right. No. You can't tell who's here. So if you're here and you would like a reading, then just type it in. Oh, okay. It will say 0 and there will be people talking. Yeah. Well, Clarity, do you have any suggestions for something to do a reading about? Like I have. Oh man, where's my shit? Hang on, sorry, I didn't start with everything. Yeah, I know. I should have had everything set. Oh no, it's okay. Never mind. What am I gonna do a reading on? I thought about doing one about general week ahead. Yeah, I could do just a general week ahead. I'm also curious about so many things, right? There's just so many. I've thought about there's so many things I've thought about doing a reading for that you could do a reading for on a live, but you wouldn't necessarily sit around doing readings on. Like it makes you really kind of stretch your brain to think about cool things you can actually do tarot readings on. I am really curious about these eclipses coming up. Hi, Amber. Hello, welcome. And which I know you know a lot about, right? You just did a whole big deep dive into the eclipses that are coming up. And I know that a lot of astrologers are talking about. Have I looked at my eclipse chart? Yeah, but I'm looking at so many charts right now. Because I'm looking at the client X charts, and I was looking at my solar return chart today, mostly, but I also know I have to look at my eclipse charts, which I printed them all out a long time ago. I have to look at them again. Yeah, what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about 2024 already. So I'm getting like projecting way ahead into the future. And I'm thinking about 2024, and I'm wondering if there's going to be any travel restrictions. I have a lot of activations. I have to talk to you about that. I want to know what you're picking up on. Yeah. I'm curious. I have a lot, like my lunar return that I just looked at for this month, and my solar return. I'm seeing a lot of like Jupiter in Sag rising. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. And Moon in the 12th. On my solar return chart shows moon in the 12th house and Sag, which is ruled by Jupiter. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Mercury return. So let's see. I want to know if like next spring coming up, like January, February, March, April, May, if we're going to have any travel restrictions, because I have some tentative travel plans. Not that tentative. I intend to travel then. And I'm wondering if there's going to be any restrictions. I'm just going to pull a quick 3 cards to see if we're going to have any restrictions coming for all of us next year, 2024. 5 of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. So, yeah, I think no, and the 10 of Cups. I think I'm going to be safe to travel. Yeah. I mean, that's the funny thing, right? Is like travel restrictions from who, right? Like, because it takes the car. I wasn't that specific, but I meant, will it impede, right? Will it impede me going anywhere? And with that's like why I was worried about it, because like in the past, it definitely has been a thing that shows up. But with the Ace of Cups and then the 6 of Wands as the future, that's the victory card. So it looks like it's going to work out. And the 10 of Cups, that's really nice. That's like a totally so happy, right? That's yeah, I know it does look good. And then under that was the Queen of Cups. So like she's sitting pretty. I think I think I'm not going to worry about that. I think if I want to go on a trip, I will be going on a trip. Awesome. I know, right? So we'll just keep drinking our Tulsi tea and it'll all be good. Oh, Amber, you can have a reading. What's your question, babe? Yeah, I'm out of that tea right now and it's driving me nuts. I've got rooibos though. But yeah, I need my Tulsi tea every day. I drink a couple liters a day, usually, of that stuff. Makes a difference. Are you still here, Amber? It's refreshing. Yeah, it's thirst quenching. It's like, it doesn't rub you up and it doesn't tucker you out. Well, it tuckers you out sometimes, apparently. You said you crashed when you first started drinking it. It made you sleepy. Doesn't do that to me at all, but it's just like perfect neutral balancing energy for me. Awesome. That's so good. Yeah, and as far as I know from what I've looked at so far, Tulsi tea, holy basil, does not its mechanism does not work with the GABA receptors, like most other relaxing teas do, like passion flower, valerian, even like good old like lemon balm, which you think would be totally innocuous. It's very, very mild, but all of those things work on GABA receptors. And that's something that I like to leave my GABA receptors alone and approach things from, like you were saying, an adaptogenic. Oh, yeah? Cool. Yeah, I love talking about herbs. I'm a total herb nerd. People are going to need this info. It's true. I was thinking about actually supplying, because I can actually supply people the actual herbs. I don't mind hooking them up with resources of where to get them in their area as well, because I know who all the best wholesalers are in the States and here. Overseas, it's different. But yeah, I also have, I actually have quite a big stock myself. I have enough that I could be selling some herbs as well, and tinctures, and just telling people what would be the good herbs that they could take. Yeah. And what they shouldn't, because there's some things where it's contraindicated in certain instances, but I also know what are the things that anybody can take no matter what. But yeah. Okay. Okay, nice. Yeah. I mean, I just was thinking that I would have to be all perfect to do a video on it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You just start, right? Totes. Where is Amber? Are you still here, girl? Because you're up, Amber, if you want a reading. Oh yeah, Miss Bay, you've been here for a while. Hi, Theo. Welcome. I can connect with my wholesalers and see what they're charging. Oh yeah, I already know. I already know all the markets for all the herbs. I'm good, Theo. How are you? Okay, Miss Bay, you're up. How will things go this time around with N? I'm sitting on money right now. I hope you're talking to me, Clarity Tarot. Is that with Jupiter? Oh, you mean just that knowledge and all the herbs? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Could be. Could be a gold mine. How will things go this time around with N for Miss Bay? Yeah, Theo. Theo, you'll be after North Node and second house food herbs. Interesting. That's whole sign? Okay, sorry. Okay, now Miss Bay, I'm going to concentrate on you. How will things go this time around with N? Whole, yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, okay. Okay, for Miss Bay, how will things go this time around with N? It sounds like it's not Miss Bay's first time around with N. How will things go this time around with N? For Miss Bay, 3 cards for Miss Bay. How are things going to go for y'all? Let's see. What do we got? Okay. We've got Temperance reversed. 10 of Pentacles, very nice. And And in the future, the Emperor reversed, which is heavy, right? So we've got the 10 of Pentacles showing up in the middle, which is a really good card. Okay, yeah, we'll talk later, Clarity. Definitely. How will things go this time around with N? It looks like you guys, I mean, do you guys already have kids together? The 10 of Pentacles is a card that speaks of, like familial wealth, like multi-generational wealth, inherited wealth, what we pass on to our children and what we get from our ancestors, and how everybody together, the different generations get along. So are your families already know each other? No, nothing like that. You just met a couple of months ago. Okay. It looks a really, like, if it was just, this is the only card there, I'd say it looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, when you said what are things like this time around, I thought you meant there had already been a couple other times around with this person, right? Like this time around with N, it's like, oh, this time around, as opposed to like, what other times, right? But never mind, it doesn't matter, right? The cards know. And so it's interesting that a card was flanked by two majors reversed, which is, and the Emperor, like, this is restrictive energy on either side karmically. It's flanked karmically by some like heavy restrictive energy. Like Temperance is like things weren't in the past. It was like two things that didn't mix together, like oil and water. And in the future with the Emperor reversed, the Emperor is like, that can just be like, it sounds so weird to say, but like daddy issues. And it could also be like issues of trusting your own authority. I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. It's the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the 3 of Pentacles is like, I think there could be a collaboration between the two of you, but it could also be that outside influences might not be particularly supportive of that. And that in the future, this Emperor reversed, that's what I want to know about. Let me see. I'm just going to get clarification for the future position card. What do we have in the future? For Miss Faye, tell me about the Emperor. Tell me about the Emperor card. Okay. So Strength also reversed. This more major arcana energy. The Empress reversed, Yet more major arcana energy. Wow, so we've got the Emperor and the Empress. And with Strength reversed, I think it's just, it seems like you don't want to push it. You don't want to push it, but I think there's definitely something there. I think you each are just going to have to be strong in your own roles, you know, so there's no mommy issues, there's no daddy issues, and you can just meet in the middle, like unencumbered by whatever issues you're bringing to the table that you have from the past, from your own families, and from your own, what you think like the role is that needs to be fulfilled as a partner. The Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, collaboration. The Ten of Pentacles, you know, abundance. Five of Swords, though, peeking out there. Miss Bay. Oh, Miss Bay, you retracted your message. I wonder what you said. Clarification from Miss Bay. Okay, with the Two of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed and the Magus, I'm not sure that he has intentions for sure, but I'm not seeing that that's going to, like with the Magician card, you know, you're going to have to be making sure that you're secure in knowing like you are your own authority here. And I wouldn't look to them to be showing up real like stably emotionally. I think they are showing up for you emotionally, but if they're showing up but they're not stable emotionally, that tends to not be very fun. But this is like, you know, the Two of Cups, that's like the Lover's deck of the Minor Arcana. And the Magician card, although it's right side up, it's got the Two of Cups reversed on one side and it's got the Knight of Cups reversed on the other side. So, you know, it's the Knight of Cups is like the actor card anyway. He's a player. The Magician is as well, and the Two of Cups reversed. You know, I would be careful. Yeah, like it could be a whole lot. A whole lot of, it could be a whole lot of fun, but there's something stopping you guys from really blending together. Does that make sense to you, Miss Bay? I think there could be issues on both sides, like I said, that are regarding the role somebody that you show up in a relationship. You know, it could be like what your ideal is of a boyfriend and what his ideal is of a girlfriend, and what that's supposed to look like when two people are together. It could turn out that you both don't see that the same. And strength reversed is like talking about it. It could be you might both be doing this, of trying to make that fit into a role, looking at each other and thinking that person looks like they could be this person. But you might, that might not actually be the case here. Yeah. It might be just like the roles each of you are thinking the other might play. Yeah, I think you might have different expectations. And if you both have different expectations of what the role the other person is supposed to play, what you think they're supposed to play, it might not mix. You guys might not blend. You might not ultimately be blending stuff together, but maybe right now, some things just happen. Like, you guys, obviously, I think everything happens for a reason. Like, we learned something. That's what I retracted. I said to me, Emperor in Reverse is him not doing what I feel he should do. Oh, yeah, the first 3 cards told all of this, right? That's what I always do. I do the first 3 cards and then I'm like, okay, well, let me do more. And it always is just like I'm repeating what the first 3 cards said, right? I could just probably just do that every time. 3 cards, just say that and not even worry about clarification and just repeating myself. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah, well, maybe that's okay, right? That's okay to be cautious. We can't just throw ourselves at the feet of every cutie that presents themselves, right? Yeah. Just nervous, for sure. That's fun, though. It's fun to be in a sort of place in your life where you feel like you can kind of play, and definitely I think the key is just don't force anything, and I wouldn't put all your eggs in that basket either. SN, what's that? I am John. I don't understand. Theo, I don't like when men sound overly interested. Yeah, right? Could be a red flag as well. And the actions aren't aligned. You will never get me to open up that way. Yeah, totally. Well, yeah, I don't see, things are not quite mixing between you two right now. They're not quite ready to blend. Yeah, interesting. But it can be frustrating too, probably. But I hope you pop back in, Miss Bay, in the future. Let me know how things go with that. Because, you know, the things are always changing, right? The energies are always changing. And you never know, you could also just like forget about him and meet somebody else tomorrow. You never know. Okay, sorry, Theo. It's your turn. Are you here, Theo? What will happen with Nico's from now on? We're separated right now with no contact. I'm Theodora, female. Hi, Theodora. I remember that name. What will happen with Nico's from now on? Okay, let's find out. We're separated with no contact. What will happen with you guys' relationship, or what will happen with Nico in his life? Is that a he? Is that a he? Yeah, hi Theo. Yeah. Yeah, what will happen with your relationship? Okay, what will happen with Nico and Theo? Let's get a reading for Nico and Theo's relationship. Well, I guess that's Nico. He's showing up as the King of Pentacles here. It looks like he has shown up for you as a pretty solid dude. Ooh. 9 of Swords. Are you guys going through like a hard time right now? Mentally? Because we got the 9 of Swords in the present position, but very positive in the future with the Major Arcana card, the 14 card. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it really shows up. 9 of Swords, it's just like, I guess you guys have been going through some kind of like a bit of a freaking like nightmare time. But I think it looks like you're going to be in the future with Temperance card. It looks really good. And I think he's a good dude. I think he's a solid dude. Like the King of Pentacles, right side up, like not reversed. I don't know if he is an earth sign like a Cap or Virgo or Taurus, or he, you know, he might just have that really grounded energy where he's Aries, yeah, and he's a good dude. Good, yeah. And Temperance in the future, that is really good. So even right now, this is mentally really tough on both of you, like really tough. Like I'm seeing two really good people that are both having some torment and some sleepless nights. But in the future, you will, I think it looks really good. It's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, the Judgment card reversed. So this is like whether or not you're hearing a higher calling, and whether or not you're hearing that, like literally not like a calling of vocation type higher calling. Well, it could be, but just like being able to spiritually like wake up from the nightmare, right? Like mentally, whatever, because that's just what we're doing to ourselves always. I mean, obviously circumstances play a part, but really it's just with mindset. We have ultimately control of that, and it does take, in really hard times, spiritual assistance to be able to like get up out of that nightmare, resurrect yourself and start making moves in a way that is balanced. Start making calculated moves. In this card, it shows a woman playing chess, and we've got the moon in the background of this picture. That sort of lunar energy of our subconscious. We can take that. And wake up from this nightmare by making these calculated moves, which it looks like you guys will be actually doing, right? You've got to put your plan actually into action, where you're very concise and precise about what it is you're going to do. You have to get clear on what that is and do it like in a balanced fashion, and taking into account what both parties, like you each could be doing that on your own, right? But also together. And Temperance shows that you could be doing it together. You could be making some moves, right? Let's get 3 more cards for Theodora. Regarding Theodora and Nico. 3 confirmation cards for where Theodora and Nico's relationship is going in the future. Whoa. Cards are angry. Yeah, I see in the future we have the Knight of Wands. So I think there will be, that shows them taking action, but right now feeling unable to reach out. But really, like with the King of Pentacles and then the Four of Wands in the past, it's like you two do have like a beautiful past. Like when he thinks of you, I feel like he's thinking of someone he really loves, like in a really sweet way. But the Eight of Swords, it's just a mental prison. And the Eight of Swords is like, it's just a mental prison. And, the Nine is here as well. It's like the problems are, the problems can be overcome just with perspective. Like you can take your own blindfold off. You can wake up from the nightmare. This is showing that as well. And the Knight of Wands, it's showing that there will be action in the future. And I do think there will be some moves made. The future is actually looking like there could be some action that it's planned, but it's not just going to be just plans. It looks like it's going to be very deliberate plans, but with the actual force behind it and feeling behind it, and and actually a good dude and everything. You're not going to proceed it? He has to do it this time? Yeah, well, I think he just might. The Knight of Wands had charges into things. He can also charge out just as fast. He does think you could. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw something, though. Let me know what happens with Nico. You are so welcome, Theodora. You're so welcome. I am not John. You've been here for a while, and yeah, I called your name earlier. So you were on the list. Everybody that has showed up, I'm just giving them the readings in order. But some people didn't drop a question. But I'm trying to not skip anybody. But I think you're probably up. You can drop your question. I am not John. Yeah, do let me know, Theodora, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually was making some decisions. I'm looking back, scrolling back to see if I missed anybody. Amber. I am not John. You can definitely... Oh, are you still... I am not John. You can drop your question. Anybody else that's here that... Infinity is one. Hello. How are ya? How's your night going? We're just hanging out. Having some tarot readings. Yes, you can be added. For sure. I understand that not everybody can type as fast, or maybe some people have those old kind of flip phones where you've got to punch the number 3 times to get a letter. You know what I mean? Maybe I am not John isn't able to type his question as fast. So infinity is one. If you can drop your question, I think I am not John is the only person in front of you, but we're still waiting for question. So I think you're in pretty good shape to ask a question. I'd be happy to do a reading for you, my dear. Don't forget to like and subscribe, people. To XaltaTarot. You'd like to know if Leo and you will be together long term, like a lifelong. Okay. Okay. Well, till death do you part. Let's see. Infinity is one, and Leo. Are they going to be together long term? What do the cards have to say? Cards telling me they want to break, and I'm going to use the Voyager deck for this one. Ooh, these cards have such a different energy. Wow. Infinity is one. And Leo. Are they going to be together long term? Infinity is one, and Leo. Are they going to be together long term? Like forever, or what? Okay. Okay. Has it been some, like, fair bit of fighting so far that you're getting over? And maybe looking to a new beginning in the future, like a bright new beginning. It looks like there was, like, you're getting over some angry feelings, which have led to, you know, some disappointment and some, you know, that's like the don't cry over spilt milk card, but you don't end up just stuck in that place because you've got a new beginning in the future. Which, that's really positive. And the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck is also like a lot of energy for this growth and like showing each other compassion. And that's how you're getting over the hurt feelings, is by actually having compassion for the other person. Wow. And then the Strength card peeking out under that. It's just like not needing to force it. That's like a quiet sort of strength that's the quiet strength that comes from just keeping an open heart. And that's what's going to allow you new beginnings. I hope that helps. That's beautiful. Thanks, Infinity is one. I hope that made sense. Yeah. You're so welcome, my dear. It's quite beautiful that it's quite beautiful. This deck very much wanted to come out and play and bring that message. Very grateful for that. Is John not able to drop a question at this time? That's fine. I am not John. Whenever you do, that's if you're still there, you can drop a question. I want to know if it's a good time for me to get another cat in the next year. And would the cat be safe here, given that my neighbors do not like cats? Would a cat be safe living with me is really the question. It's not if I'm willing or not. Would a cat be safe living here? Ooh. Let's see what the cards have to say. Anyone who wishes can drop their own questions. We'll get to you. Okay. It looks like I'm just going to have to spin the wheel and take my chances. The Ten of Cups in the middle, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. It all looks very good. This looks like the Page of Pentacles reversed. You know, that's sort of a dicey offer. But yeah, I'm still gonna take that as a positive. You know, I think it's a little too dicey though. The The Ten of Cups is perfect. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse the Queen of Pentacles not reversed is perfect. But the Page of Coins reversed in the future. That could be a little orphan cat. Yeah, I guess I knew that. It would be nice for me, but it wouldn't be fair to the cat to get a cat. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know how that goes. If nobody has a question, I might just go do some yoga. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep in touch. It was really nice hanging out with y'all. I love to do readings for you. What a nice bunch. Hi, Aniket. Welcome, Aniket. Yeah, you can have a free read. I was about to jump off because nobody was piping up, but there you is. What's your question, Aniket? Sanika's current feelings for Aniket. No contact. I'm Scorpio. She's Virgo. What are Sanika's current feelings for Aniket? Let's see here. What are Sanika's feelings towards Aniket? Let's see. What do we got? I feel like he didn't get what he wanted in the past. So that could be why he's not reaching out in the present. And it looks like in the future, deception, secrets, lies, possibly. Bottom of the deck, justice. So he's trying to decide. Maybe it's maybe. No, I would say it's definitely, it's not something that should be taken lightly. And it looks like he is right now, but if it's not going to serve him well in the future to be taking this lightly. I see that if he doesn't make the right decision, this is going to have consequences. His actions not being on the up and up will have consequences. You're the male, yeah. So her actions. I feel like I'm going to pull some more cards for clarification here. I'm not seeing that she is able to show up for you in the way that you want her to. Yeah, Sunika's obviously a girl's name, yes. Sunika's feelings towards Uncut. Clarification. Another page. The Hanged Man. The Hermit reversed. The Queen of Swords. Why is she not able to show up? Is she being deceptive? Is there something that she's hiding, not being truthful about? What's up with Sanika? What's up with that girl? What's up with Sanika? Let's see what's like her intentions. What are her intentions here? Yeah, I don't see anything happening fast. That's for sure. I think that there's something that you're not seeing. It could be somebody else. Knight of Cups reversed. It could be that she's feeling a little battered and bruised at this time. Yeah, it's this is the 9 of Wands reversed. think that I think she's got to make some decisions, but I don't think you're going to know. You're not going to be able to get the whole picture here. Something is not, she's not quite showing up in this relationship, being forthcoming. It's like slow energy, too much. You know, if it didn't happen before, it's probably not going to happen in the future. If you both learn your lessons, Hangman, you know, that will take time. I would say in another 6 to 8 months, you'll know whether some of those lessons have been integrated or not. And possibly you'll be able to look at each other in a new way, but that's not even showing up. It's just showing up that you can both learn from this. Because there's always like a higher lesson to be learned, and you know, that's where with the death card, like death is also rebirth. But it's not without cutting out things, and it's not without decomposition. So I think right now, this relationship is in a period of decomposition. And it is yet to be seen what you can spin out of this. If you can weave this into something useful, that's going to depend on each of you. But right now, it's just you're going to have to let things rot. You know, you're going to have to let things go back into the earth, rot back into the earth, and see if anything grows out of that. Maybe sometime like in the distant future. But I'm not seeing anything immediate with this energy. I hope that helps, Aniket. I hope, does that make sense? Okay, good. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm happy it made sense as well. Excellent. Yeah, please stop back in and let me know how things are going. You are so welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody like and subscribe. Can hop on here next time I'm doing a live. I'm going to get my readings for October up for all 12 signs real soon. I've been working my regular day jobs a lot lately, all kinds of them. So I haven't done all my September readings, and it's almost time to do October's, but I will get those up, and I'll be doing more lives a lot more often because I really enjoy it. Yay! Woo! So I'm also feeling I'm getting a little bit hoarse from all this talking, although I've enjoyed it immensely. And I'm so glad everybody was here. I'm going to actually hop off now. And I will talk to y'all soon. Oh, yeah. You are so welcome. That was great to... oh, yeah, that was a goodie too, wasn't it? It was a good reading. A lot of good readings tonight. Okay, guys. Peace out. Lots of love. Have a good one. End.